Authoring diagnostics in IDEx is different than traditional diagnostic authoring, but in the best way possible. It offers discrete buckets for your various problems, causes, and tests, and they're all mappable. You can set inputs for your tests if that's relevant, and you can assign not only difficulty, but the priority of each test as well. We'll see that in a minute. First things first, from the IDEx desktop application, I'm going to install the selected project. Open the authoring environment. The authoring environment is divided into 3 sections: the Diagnostic Explorer, the Diagnostic Structure, and the Project Structure. Use the Project Structure to create attributes and link them to a specific project. To map these attributes to a product, double-click on the product and use the drop-down to select the applicable attributes. Model and model year are both examples of attributes. Once you've mapped the attributes to a product, you can build some diagnostics in the Diagnostic Explorer tab. You can author problems, possible causes, tests, and inputs. Each area is completely separate, but they can be mapped to each other as needed. You can map problems to causes, causes to tests, and inputs to tests and causes. To create a new problem, click the plus sign by the problem's header. To author a problem, first identify it as a trouble code or a symptom. Our problem here is not based on a trouble code. Our combine harvester is consuming too much oil, so we're going to categorize that as a symptom. So, browsing through the list, when I see a relevant possible cause, I just grab the link symbol and connect it to our problem of excessive oil consumption. I'm going to see what I can leverage that's already been authored. And I can see there are 4 items that have already been authored that are directly related to this problem: oil leak, auxiliary drive system, incorrect oil, and excessive engine crankcase pressure. That being said, knowing these machines the way that I do, I'm absolutely positive that we're missing a very important one: a crankcase ventilation system. To create a new cause, click on the possible causes plus sign. Author in your cause title, and assign a difficulty and priority rating. For difficulty, we're going to leave this one at normal. And for priority, we're going to mark this one high, because I know this is a very common issue. And I want this particular cause to surface to the technician before the other ones. So now that I've got the difficulty and priority assigned here, I've got to map this to the problem. Now that I've mapped it to the problem, I'm going to go ahead and author a new test by hitting the plus sign in the test area. I'm going to author that test. And again, assign a difficulty and priority rating. We're going to keep this one as normal difficulty and high priority. You need to author in an outcome question. And in this case, it's going to be, are there any issues with the crankcase breather tube? And there's going to be a pass or fail label that we're going to assign as well. Author in some instructions for the technician. And map this to the relevant cause. So it's not relevant in this example, but if we had an input that we could apply to this test, say battery voltage, we could author that in and then map it to this test. Now that I'm all set with that, I can take a quick peek at the diagnostic structure to make sure that I've got all the causes mapped to my problem that I want. The resulting diagnostic focuses a technician on the relationships between problems, causes, and tests. These diagnostics can restructure themselves dynamically, freeing technicians from lengthy, static, step-by-step procedures.